Hey, welcome back, Let's Players. I know what you're thinking, you know, if you watch my channel normally, or if you, haven't looked at my feed.
I assumed
what happened
that he had
to the
at last
Fire
decided
Emblem?
to accept me as his apprentice.
Well,
but now that I've arrived,
Fire Emblem
he is
broke.
nowhere to be seen.
My save corrupted,
Flying machine rests
so I
at the
can't
base
use
of
it
the tower,
anymore, and I just decided to scrap it and start a new one.
If my uncle has
Magic
to
and
depart in a
Mayhem.
hurry,
I'll get a little
it is
explanation
strange
later,
that he has not taken
but this is
the
actually kind of a cool
machine
intro, so I'll let you watch it.
There is something wrong here. The whole laboratory is crackling with energy, yet it is left unattended. My uncle has not taken his staff, portmanteau or grimoire, which are all essential items of equipment for a wizard. The staff directs the magical energy, known as mana, for spellcasting, and the portmanteau carries the magical ingredients that generate the spells. The grimoire contains the knowledge of wizardry and strange beasts. I can see that a map has been left on the table with a route marked on it. For some reason, I feel compelled to undertake the journey that my uncle was planning. As I board the flying machine, a pesky raven, obviously keen on a free ride, joins me. As the machine rises, I'm filled with anticipation, hoping that I might find my uncle in the strange land depicted on the map. I've crashed the machine in the middle of a dark forest. I'm bruised, but otherwise unhurt. That raven is still here, and I suddenly realise that he might be my uncle's familiar, an intelligent demon inhabiting the body of an animal. It seems that he is trying to warn me of danger nearby.
Okay, so that's actually a nice intro. I like the intro for this game. Anyways, this game is called Magic and Mayhem. The entire point of it is I'm a wizard, and I'm searching for my uncle. If you didn't pick it up from the intro, because he's just gone missing, and it kind of all snowballs into this really cool plot, I find. So now you're a wizard who can do three things really, or two. He can cast spells, and he can also summon creatures. The spells can range from anything to throwing a fireball at your enemy, to, giving one of your own creatures a good buff, or, like affecting the enemy's creatures so that they die horrible deaths. And it's all in claymation too, so it ends up looking kind of cool. And the summoning creatures, you can summon brownies and zombies and centaurs and unicorns. You can summon all types of creatures, really, each with their own special abilities and, powers that make them separate. Now, I'm not sure if you can read the text, but that over there's a place of power, and it helps you increase it increases your mana regeneration. You use the mana, which is a little yellow bar around my face over there, to summon creatures and cast spells. If you're in a place of power, your mana will regenerate, and you can claim a place of power by just casting a creature on it. Generally, it's better to put a ranged creature on it because they can fire while regenerating the mana, and they don't really have to move off it to attack. Now, also, you have health in the game. Your wizard has health, which can be replenished by eating food, like the apple and the fish I just picked up. And also, all your individual creatures have health. They can also regenerate health by eating food, and you can cast, there's a basic healing spell called Cure you can use, and there's also There's healing towers, and there are a bunch of ways you can heal them. Now over here is the whole point of this: an enemy wizard who knows where my uncle is. Don't worry, I'll try to find a better zoom so that the writing clearer next time. It's just this is the first time I've done it. Anyway, so a really effective way is to just, you might need to rely on creatures more later on, but since it's the first level, it's always cool to just throw a bunch of fireballs at him until he bursts into flames. Now, the enemy wizards can do anything you can do, and when they die, or when other mission objectives have been completed, then they open portals to the world map, where you just continue on and leave everything behind. Any food you pick up, and anything but special artifacts you can find, they all get left behind in the map, so there's no point really keeping them. Okay, so this is the experience screen. It shows how much experience I got for the level, which I can spend on upgrades, which I'm going to use now actually. I'll show you later. This is the main map, where it leads to all the different places in the world, and it also leads to your character improvement. There we go. Here you can use the experience points you win to upgrade your skills. There's the mana, which increases your mana, your total mana. Your health increases your total health. The control limit increases the number of creatures you can control at a time. It can go from 18, which is what you start at, to 30. And you can also with experience, you can get more talismans. So law talismans, neutral talismans, or chaos talismans. I'll explain the talismans in a bit. Actually, I should start explaining them now. Right after this, though, is the grimoire, which contains a list of all the creatures and spells and places you visited, so you can look up on them to see any special abilities they have. And the portmanteau after that, which is where you can look up on the spells you have and organize them into different things. Because each spell has, you can place it in either the law, the chaos, or the neutral talisman, and it will do different things. So, like, if I place Fireball comes from the magical ingredient Brimstone at the top, and if I place Brimstone in neutral talismans, it will give me Fireball. If I place it in chaos talismans, it will give me Raise Dead, which brings the creature back from the dead. And if I place it in a law talisman, it gives me Cure. Anyways, I'm pretty much out of time, so I'll see you next time, and I'll explain more. That Gamer Mexican, signing out.